How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Snoop, what are you up to, bro? The dog is menacing. Made some fire breakfast burritos this morning. W. Yum. Give me a second. Snoop, leave stuff alone, fam. Let's see here. Maybe I shouldn't shower and just come watch the dog. That's completely up to you. Another goal of mine this week is to not be in a rush. That is always a good goal to have. Snoop, what are you doing? I swear on everything. Look, I wrote this down on a sticky note to put on my PC. If you like it, take it, put mouse on button, because I'm like so sick of being like, oh man, this looks fire, and then like hesitating. So if I see something I like, I'm going to just hover over the button until it triggers and just force myself to take it because. Hey, dude, come on, man. Please don't chew on cables, bro. Come here. Are you going to leave the room? Go ahead. Go ahead. Sits down. Okay. But yeah, I'm like, nothing is more frustrating to me than when I hesitate like crazy, honestly. Like, hesitating is more annoying to me than a losing trade, actually. Like, it drives me absolutely nuts, dude. Like, if I could fix that, that'd be awesome. If anything, you're more likely to overtrade than hesitate. Yeah. Damn, dude. I hope this 1 hour order block turns into a breaker to come down and take out this CPI data low. That would be sick. I was going to do this later, but I'm going to be watching football, man. So I'm probably not going to do the well, I might try and do the tick thing, but it's kind of pointless, so whatever. Not worry about that right now. But yeah. Big Catalyst Thursday. What do we have news Thursday? Oh yeah, next week is supposed to be rate cuts go in too. Trump China negotiations, and we'll have rate cuts. This government shutdown got to F off. Agreed. Wait, why is it showing? Like, bro, what the heck? I don't need to see all these. So Wednesday, yeah, Wednesday is FOMC. Wednesday FOMC. Okay, listen, this week's gonna be fire. I don't care what anyone says. This week's gonna be fire. Obviously the CPI data low is something that I'm gonna keep on my chart till we hit it. But yeah. Dang, bro. Didn't put in a single 1 hour gap in this entire rundown. And then just market. So, I mean, looking at the 4 hour chart, we have a pretty clear bias, right? Super bullish. I don't know. I wouldn't be waiting for lows to get swept to take your long setups right now, to be honest. The only way I flip bearish is if we inverse this CPI candle. And then I'll be bearish to probably like 50. Somewhere down here, maybe down here even, actually. But this was a really like slow grindy run up. This, I mean, once we inverse the CPI candle, there's not a lot right here stopping us until we go down here. Puppy on the bed. All right. Like 4 hour chart is just this giant run. 1 hour chart. Dude, yeah, I would literally just be, man, when we're this bullish, you barely need 50% or a low swept. You could pretty much just go off delivery. Like if we're delivering out of a bullish FVG, it's probably high probability. So, yeah, I like this. I like the CPI low. I like the two lows that we put in on Friday here. These two. But yeah, it's all gonna depend on when we inverse the CPI candle. Like, we're so bullish though, dude. Yeah, we got this 1 hour OB here. I would love for this to turn into a breaker, bro. To come down for the CPI low, and then dude, these lows are nice too. Is this an SMT low down here? No, it's not. Okay, so yeah, I also really like those too, because so there's not a lot of gaps here on this run until here, right? But then we have these lows, and then we got these two lows right here too that are really nice. So these two lows are just sitting right inside this giant BPR. I don't see us coming for that though, dude. Like, we're so bullish, man. It's crazy. I would love to be bearish, but we're not. So I guess there's not too much to chart other than the CPI low. Dude, there's no gaps right here, man. Maybe we do start the week bearish. That would be really cool, actually. You Cowboys. Yeah, I agree. We suck. But I mean, we got this we got this daily inverse right here, right? And then we could not close below. We wicked down below, but we could not close below. So we have this daily inverse and we have this NWOG in here that is holding. Wait, where's my NWOG? Wait, am I on the right chart? Bro, where's my NWOG? Like, why did that get deleted? Oh, it's... Wait. Where did the NWOG go? Bro, did I, like, accidentally clear my chart? Whoops. Here it is. Sorry, I'm trying to mark this. I think Sunday open will go down. Tariffs on Canada. Yeah, probably. So hang on a sec. Here to here. Oh, dude, bro, my mouse just clicked like 7 times and didn't. Okay. I'm keeping this NWOG marked because we bounced out of it a lot. So I don't know why it got deleted from my chart, but whatever. All right, now that we're kind of getting some more people in here, does anybody have any good or any psychology things they want to talk about? Because, dude, and look at all this LRLR, man. Look at all this, bro. Like the CPI data wick is literally like the top low of all this LRLR. So I'm also going to keep this marked out too, the daily inverse marked out, because I could see us tapping into this daily inverse and bouncing out of here too. So I'm going to mark that out because I would definitely like look for longs out of there. Damn, dude. We just popped over all this LRLR. Yeah. So those are my 2 areas for now that I'm going to look for. We also have a maybe I'll mark this out too, actually. We got this 4 hour that Jay Brown's talking about. 4 hour. I think that's the one you're talking about anyway. Or no, wait. You're not talking about that one. You're talking about. I bet you're talking about. Because I just noticed that you said 50%. So you're probably talking about this one. So 4 hour. Bissy. Right? I think that's the one you're talking about, right at 50%. Yeah. So we got this 4 hour down here at 50%. I will for sure look for longs out of there. If we get that low. It's basically like I feel like all time highs is just like a play it day by day kind of thing right now because yes, we're at all time highs, but like the market as a whole is pretty fragile right now. I think. So it seems like to me. Or maybe not fragile, but like sensitive. Like the market is really, really, really sensitive to a lot of stuff going on right now. So if you do take shorts, I probably wouldn't hold to swing lows and I would probably go break even fast. But I bet we still get shorts to work, honestly. Like as long as we have good price action, it should be good. But we all know how all time highs can be. So we'll see. Let's go to since Tiz popped in. What did he say the other day? So building the buffer on the funded. Who doesn't want to rush it? Either you pretend like it's a phase 2 of the eval and approach it with heavy risk, or you spend weeks taking base hits. I don't know. I still struggle with it. Every new account I pass. So, like, do you trade your evals differently than your fundeds? I mean, I know I do, but I'm just asking how do you approach your evals, Tiz? I just pass the evals. I don't even know. I take whatever I want and pass them in 3 to 4 days. And do you find that to be consistent, or does it do you have to blow a few to pass a few, if that makes sense? Or you know what I mean? And are you just size and heavy or what? Because I kind of have an issue where like I always get on my fundeds and feel like I have to size way down and not risk a lot. But yet when I don't do that on evals, I pass them and I pass them super easy. So I have the same problem, bro. I still don't really know what to do about it. Like size around a mini per trade. Yeah. And so I get on an eval and I'm like I get on an eval, bro, and I'm just emotionless and it doesn't even matter. And I just feel like I pass them so easy, bro. Like in a day or two. And then I get on my fundeds and I feel like it takes forever, but I don't know, it has to be a mental thing, bro. 100%. So I myself and I have that same issue, bro. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe I just need to not be scared and just risk what I want to risk as long as it makes sense, not daily loss limit, but I mean, if I'm confident enough to risk more, I should be risking more. And I've been telling Amy that we've been talking about that. I'm at this point in my career, I don't think that trading anything less than 5 micros makes any bit of sense. If I'm going to sit here for hours and wait for a good ass setup, there's no way I should be not sizing right. Dude, I blast evals like it's nobody's business. I get on fundeds and I'm like, I can only risk $100, $200 per trade. It's all the confidence goes out the window. And I really, really need to get over that. Yeah, that's true. But copy trading, so that's another thing too, is like I am copy trading. So obviously I don't really know if I want to be copy trading a mini on my fundeds. I think 5 micros is a good starter point, you know? Um but and again, this is just going to it's going to be different based on each person. Like I was telling Amy, I wonder if I could like somehow turn my eval bravery to a proper like high risk tolerance, if that makes sense. Like if I could train myself to just have a high tolerance and not have it be like a fear thing that gets me in trouble, if that makes sense. Like I could probably benefit from that. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I mean, dude, like if I stay scared forever, I won't get anywhere, right? So like you have to push yourself. You like that's the hardest part about trading. Well, not the hardest part, but that's the hardest part for me right now about trading is like finding that balance between pushing myself and like being smart about it. If that makes like pushing myself but not like risking a lot. So it's really hard. I was thinking about this earlier. The evals didn't used to be like that, where there's just no emotions. So maybe an XFA will be. Yeah, I mean that's another thing too. Is like experience is going to be the next biggest helper with trading. Like once you get a model figured out, you have some consistency. I feel like then like the next thing that helps the most is going to be just getting experience operating with what you know. Like, an example would be sizing up, right? Like you can't practice sizing up unless you size up. You can't practice risking more unless you risk more. It's like you have to actually do it in order to practice it. It's tough because you can size up on paper, but that's not going to do anything for you. It doesn't. You don't have any emotions on that. You can size up on an eval, and it's like whatever. But keeping that same rhythm going on a funded is hard sometimes. If you have high RR and you don't have intraday trailing drawdown, I think it makes sense to go BE and let a runner run. Yeah, I was thinking. Yeah. Well, I mean, even intraday. I mean, unless you're sizing heavy enough to where your trade is fluctuating over $1,000 while you're in it, intraday should never be an issue, really. Like if you have $2,500 intraday, that shouldn't really be an issue unless you start going on a nasty losing streak. Off topic. I'm done back testing. It's wasted time. Anything you could think of that I could fill that hour a day with that's trading related and would benefit me? Um, let's see. I'm done. Anything you could think of that I could fill that hour a day with that's trading related and would benefit me? You could journal. You could spend more time thinking about psychology. I don't know how much time you spend on that. Um, But yeah, journaling and psychology videos are W. Yeah, and I have Audible. I have a lot of audiobooks on Audible actually. Uh let's see. I got Best Loser Wins by Tom Hugard. I got Your Erroneous Zones by Wayne Dyer. Change Your Thoughts, Change Your Life by Wayne Dyer. Freedom Through Higher Awareness by Wayne Dyer. The Power of Intention by Wayne Dyer. Um, I like Wayne Dyer. Dude, that book is so good, man. I also have I have an actual book that I want to read. It's called Overcoming uh So I got this that I haven't started yet, but I want to. It's called The Bondage Breaker. And it's overcoming negative thoughts, irrational feelings, and habitual sins. And like, dude, negative thoughts and irrational feelings is something that I struggle with all the time, and I can't stand it. But I'm sure it's related to my previous habits. So my body chemistry is kind of trying to heal itself, and so I the life that I lived definitely was just negative thoughts and irrational feelings 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And like at this point, I'm just like trying to break that routine, you know? Like I want to be more positive to myself. I want to be more reasonable to myself. You know, like I want to be easier on myself, you know? I want to get into the habit of listening to psych videos before allowing myself to trade that day. I've yet to practice that. Yeah, that'd be a good one too. I think earlier I was thinking like something that I could do on a daily basis before I sit down and trade could be something so simple as like just say out loud, I will be happy while I'm on the charts and I will be confident while I'm on the charts. And that's it. Like just something simple, you know? Like set yourself up in a good spot. I also noticed that when I'm like, man, honestly, with some like lo-fi on, it's kind of chill. Trading with some lo-fi on is pretty chill, honestly. You guys remember? Wait. I don't know if any of the OGs are in here, but do you guys remember when we were streaming last year and we were doing like when I first started streaming in the other server and we were doing like Christmas lo-fi? Do you remember that? I know Amy was there. But I don't know if anyone else was there, but we used, we used to do Christmas. We were doing Christmas lo-fi when it was like in November and December. Remember that? It's like a bunch of like, yeah, that's so funny. I forgot about that too till just now. Oh, I'm taking the next week as well. No more DDAM for me. Hopping on a call with the boys to trade next week instead. Could go either way, but I figured I gotta try it. Yeah, one thing I do and I've been doing for a long time is I never trade while in people's streams anymore. I like watching people stream, but I do not like trading while I'm listening to people stream. I can't do it. So if I'm there to watch a stream, I'm just there to get educated and chill. But when it comes to actually trading, I can't. I have to trade on my own. Or like with Amy. Sweaty. Random question as well. Are we still using the CPI strat from Dodgy with Apex? I honestly have never used it, and I don't think I will. Maybe I will one day if I just want to try and like stack a bunch of Apex accounts, but I don't care about doing that right now. And I've never done it. The one day Amy and I tried to do it, it was a failure, and we were like, yeah, it's a sign. I'm good. I couldn't get my limit orders to work. I was trying to get in, and it was like not working because I wasn't doing the math right, and Tradeovate was tripping, and I was like, dude, forget this. I'm better off full porting. I'm better off full porting an IFVG. We were both in here struggling. It was so funny. It's like, well, I guess we're not doing that. We were trying to do it with the big ones too. We were trying to do it with 250Ks. The 250Ks. Oh, that was a failure. Unpopular opinion, if you're more than a year into trading and still trying to do the fast path method, we're doing it wrong. Yeah, true. And and that's something I need to keep in mind too, is like when I'm trading to try and get these payouts, none of it is related to time. Right? Like you can't speed up time. All you can do is trade every day. That's it. But you can't force it to happen faster. And I like get ahead of myself, and I get stubborn and impatient, and I blew my fundeds a couple weeks ago because I was just getting mad. It was stupid. What's with trade day? I know about trade day, but I don't use them. But if you are interested in trying out a new firm, you can use code OKNQ on Lucid Trading to get the best deals. Let's go. I even tried it this morning and it totally works. Got like 60 something bucks off, man. That's not bad. Come on, chat. The 5 trading days to get a payout will mess with your head. Dude, yeah, that's another thing too, is like prop firms. Oh, I was telling Amy this the other day. I was like, man, prop firms are actually like they're a great way to get into trading, but the rules are like the most toxic way. Like it's like the most toxic thing for a newer trader to experience ever, because like part of trading is taking losses and that being okay, right? But what they do is they give you this big $50,000 account, but only $2,000 drawdown, right? So when you take a loss, it trains you. Oh my God, I'm one step closer to failing. I'm one step closer to failing. Instead of being able to go, hey, that's part of the process, you move on after that. It trains your brain to see a losing trade as a step towards failure, and that's toxic. That's toxic. Because you take a loss and you're like, oh my God, I'm closer to failing than I was before that trade. And so you see that instead of like, as a newer trader, bro, that is so toxic. That is so toxic. when you see your peers posting payouts and passing accounts daily, yeah. The rules are created to trigger bad behavior. Exactly. Like they when you're actually like when you are a trader and you understand what you're doing, the rules are easy. The rules are whatever, they don't bother you. But as a newer trader, bro, it is so toxic the way it's designed. But like it's easier than that's easier than trying to fund your own personal account though. So we put up with what we put up with because we do what we got to do, right? Oh yeah. Hey chat, my game is starting, so I'm going to hop off and chill for the rest of the day. But I'll see you guys tomorrow for PM, whoever joins up. Yup. Thanks for joining, guys. Have a good Okay, have a good day is what I meant to say, but my voice just apparently stopped working. All right, see ya.